This landslide is fresh down onto the beach. We're going to go and get started straight away to see what we can find.
Oh, and it is an absolute beauty.
First things first, we're just checking amongst all these loose pieces of shale. The tide has already washed quite a bit of it, but there's a lot of the fall that's come down which is completely covered in mud. We can't actually see any fossils in there whatsoever. I can see there's been some sort of nodule here, however, it looks very small. I don't think there'll be anything inside that. There's also a few belemnite fossils just over here as well. There's been an ammonite there. It'd be really awesome to find some sort of marine reptile fossil that has just freshly come out. There's a nodule there, look. Very tiny though. It's hard to tell whether it's a nodule or actually a small coprolite, some fossil feces. We'll keep hold of that.
There's a nodule down here, Aaron, just on the edge. Should we try and get it out?
Yeah. This looks really promising.
So it just looks like it's on this top section. It's got some potential. The nodule itself's quite an irregular shape and usually they don't have anything inside. We'll definitely give it a try.
Yeah. Could be a good way to start off the day. Equally, it might not be. Let's keep looking.
There are so many loose slabs here. We're just looking through and seeing if we can see anything obvious on the surface of any of them. There's a nice partial ammonite just here. As it's preserved, you can see the outer section is preserved in fully 3D, whereas as you get to the centre, it's been completely crushed during preservation. Not one that would collect, but it looks nice in this big slab here. It looks like there's a nodule. Just move this rock away. You can see there's a really obvious nodule there that could potentially contain an ammonite fossil. Shouldn't be hard at all to get that one out. Let's give it a go. There we are, that looks like it should be loose. You can see it's a lovely size and shape to contain an ammonite fossil. Let's see if we can find some more.
Shay's made a few good finds already. I've just spotted something in shot now, if you can see where it is. We've got what I can see is a guaranteed ammonite from the Jurassic. I'll give you a moment to see if you can spot it.
Have you spotted something?
I have indeed. I've just given our audience at home a moment to see if they can spot it too. We've had plenty of time now and the fossil itself is right here.
Oh, that looks like a really nice one.
Now let's give it this one.
Oh, look at that.
That looks superb.
There's definitely one in there.
Well pleased with that.
A bit further down the beach, I've found a belemnite fossil. Do you want to come and have a look?
Yeah, let's take a look at that one.
I'll just see if I can find it again. It was somewhere in this area. When I found it, it wasn't fully exposed. I could only see a part of the belemnite. It's always tricky to re-find something when everything looks so similar.
It's a very eroded belemnite right there.
Oh yeah, it wasn't that one though. There was another one which hadn't been exposed. Oh, there's one down here. It's not the one that I was looking for. There's a nice one in a slab just here. I don't think it's one that we'll be able to expose anymore because part of the tip has broken off. But it's still pretty cool to see, isn't it? I think I managed to find it, Aaron.
Took us quite a few minutes.
Yeah, blends in very well, but if you look down here, you can see just the very end of a belemnite fossil. You can see there, that's where the phragma cone would have continued. Just lift that out so we can get a closer look.
Looks gorgeous.
I won't be surprised if, because the shale's that soft, I can just break this off with my fingers. You can see there, it's broken away very, very easily. Just exposed a little bit more of the belemnite fossil. Might need to use the hammer and chisel for this last little bit, but it just goes to show just how soft this shale really is. Just been really, really careful with this one. You can see there's a natural fracture just there, so it might come out in a couple of pieces, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. Very fortunate that a lot of the tip is still intact. There's that natural fracture just starting to open up there. It'll give us a good insight into how the fossil is actually preserved, because quite often these belemnites are very calcified inside. You can see there the beautiful calcite structure. It's so intricate. Very nice, really pleased with that.
Just up ahead we've unearthed something absolutely extraordinary. You can see you've got a huge ammonite fossil right there and another mysterious piece of limestone just next to it. Shay, come and have a look at this.
Oh, look at that.
This undoubtedly is going to be one of the biggest ammonites of the day. This is exceptional. I can't wait to excavate this. Do you have the tools there ready?
Sure do, there you go. Oh, look at that.
It's formed a big crack all the way through, hasn't it? Oh, it's complete as well.
They really don't come much better than that, do they?
That is something special. So we've got that there. Now let's excavate this one too. Oh, there's something else further down, look.
Oh.
This part of the sea floor must have been covered in fossils 180 million years ago. We're almost there. Who knows what else is going to be inside this? Oh, there we go. There's that other nodule. What do you reckon? Is that going to contain anything?
Oh, I think it's guaranteed to have one in.
Oh, look at that. That's the other one. Oh my goodness. Look at the quality of that outer edge.
They really don't get much better than that, do they, Aaron?
It's really something incredible to find these all near each other. Just continuing to have a look about. Oh, there's a perfect little squid fossil down there. It's a little bit small though, but it's quite nice. Right there. Oh, I've just spotted something here. It's the edge of a Hildoceros ammonite right there. Get a look at that. I'll call Shay over and we'll excavate it. I've spotted something over here.
What have you found?
Just there we've got a Hildoceros ammonite just appearing from the edge of this shale.
Oh wow, that one looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, do you mind excavating this one? I'll let you have a bit of the fun this time.
Yeah, sure. I'll try and split it along this plane and hopefully there'll be something else inside as well. There we go, that's got it.
Quite a few big slabs here.
Oh, that's
Whoa!
cool. It's a Hildoceros and a Dactylioceros.
That is really unusual to have two different species side by side. Fossilised squid impression as well. I wonder if this ammonite's three-dimensional or if it's completely crushed like the ammonite next to it.
I think we'll have to do a little bit more digging first before we know. There we go, the Hildoceros is loose.
Whoa!
See if we can wiggle that out. There we go. You can see there the Dactylioceros ammonite is only partly preserved, so I'm presuming the Hildoceros will be as well. So let's flip it over and have a look. Oh, look at that.
That's really nice.
That is really nice. You can see there that the middle is shale preserved, so unfortunately during preservation the centre must not have been filled with sediment and it's crushed on itself.
Well pleased with that one.
Yeah.
On to the next find.
Oh, there's a nice nodule here.
It's a nice big chunky one, isn't it?
Oh, surely there's a nice ammonite inside that one. I imagine it'll pop out rather easily, just like that.
It's almost as big as those nodules we found earlier.
Yeah, it's going to be so exciting to reveal what's inside all of those.
Brilliant. And actually, just come with me a second. I found something as well. Right there.
Oh, look at that.
Looks brilliant.
There's one just behind you as well.
Oh yeah.
You see there's one squid fossil here, and just ahead there's another one.
This is so crisp. You can actually see where this fossil has snapped off this piece. Do you mind just lifting that bit of shale and we'll have a look?
I was just about to say, I'll reveal this one and you can reveal the other one.
Absolutely.
I actually think the belemnite fossil might be loose. Oh, and it is. It's come out in one piece as well.
The tip is absolutely perfect, nice and sharp.
You're going to get the other one out now so we can compare them. There's the tools.
I can already see the end of this one has broken off.
Oh, it looks like this one might have come out in one piece as well.
It has.
Oh,
That's really cool. The end piece is worn off, but with this one, different to the other, there's actually some of the phragmocone still intact.
Oh wow, look at that.
This is exceptionally well preserved as well.
It's really cool how it's just come out like that. It's very unusual. Here's the other one for comparison.
Two very similar, but also very different squid fossils.
The fossil we are preparing here is a large Harpoceros ammonite. You can see the edge of the ammonite protruding through some of the limestone. There is quite a lot of excess matrix covering the fossil, so using one of our large air pneumatic pens, we can quickly begin removing much of this limestone and then start exposing the fossil itself. Because there is so much pyrite within this rock, we had to sharpen up one of the tips of our pen because it became slightly blunted, removing this metal-like substance. Whilst exposing the fossil itself, we use a much smaller, more precise tool to gently remove limestone from the shell. The rock did have a couple of natural fractures running through it, and we can quite quickly and effectively stabilise them. Much of the limestone is removed, and now more of the ammonite is very rapidly emerging from the rock. This had been trapped within this nodule for around 180 million years. We are now bringing it back to life for all to see. The real delicate, fine work now begins, and using a variety of techniques, we can very safely remove that limestone in order to keep the fossil underneath fully intact. Getting deeper and deeper into those ammonite whorls, we can begin to see that it is fully preserved, and it looks like it should be complete all the way to the centre, which is pretty remarkable for an ammonite of this size. After a little bit more work with the pneumatic tools and smoothing off the matrix, we now have the fully finished result. Let's take a look. And here we have the find of a lifetime in terms of this species of ammonite. They generally don't come much bigger than this at all. There has been no erosion by the sea whatsoever on this fossil. It's been fully intact, and we have removed every millimetre of limestone that we were able to in order to reveal the ammonite in all of its glory. What an impressive find and preparation.
There's a nodule here that I've just spotted. It's obviously broken out and gotten trapped down in this crack.
Well, you've got a good eye to spot that one, Aaron.
Can't believe that. I was literally just walking back to the bag and spotted another one just like that. Just shows how many fossils there are here. I'm really pleased with all the fossils we've been finding today so far. We're having an absolutely brilliant day today, and you're not going to believe it, but I might have found one of the best finds of the day so far. I'll bring you over now and I'll see if you can spot it. It's in shot right here. I'll give you a moment and have a look if you can see the fossil that I've just seen. Now, I don't know what species this is, but I'm really excited as to what it could be. It could be quite a rare example. The fossil we've found is right here in this big lump of limestone.
What do you think it is?
I'm not sure, but I'm really excited to have a closer look. Here we go. I really don't know what species this is. Here we are.
I think it's a really crushed pseudo-Lioceras.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I did not expect to find this species here. This is really unusual. Doesn't look like much now, but when we reveal some more of it, it'll actually look quite an exciting piece. Brilliant.
Just before you shouted me over as well, I actually spotted a nodule. Should we go dig that one out as well?
Absolutely. Do you reckon it's as rare as this one?
I don't think it's a pseudo, but it might be a nice Dactylioceras or something. There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, let's take me to it. I'm excited to see what you found.
You can see there's a nodule just starting to show. Split that halfway through. And see, it looks like a lovely sized nodule. Oh, there we go. And look at that. There's a beautiful ammonite in there, isn't there? I don't think we can complain with this one bit. It's a beautifully preserved specimen, still fully intact, with no erosion whatsoever. Should we dig one more out and then split some open?
Sounds like a great plan to me. We've had a lot of looking about, we've found tons of fossils, but I think we've found our fair share and we'll open up what we have so far.
There we are.
Whoa!
There we are.
Let's head back to the bag and open some of them up.
Let's do it.
This nodule was opened to reveal 2 ammonite fossils. Here you can see that when the nodule was cracked open, one of the ammonites actually has part of the outer whorl stuck to the negative, or the imprint, of the ammonite. Using our saw, we can cut away the piece of ammonite that we need to glue back on in order to restore this specimen. We've already got it prepared to glue on, and as you can see, we've precisely attached the correct piece with the minimum amount of limestone, so that we don't end up taking too long removing lots of limestone later on for no reason. We've clamped it down, it's all secured, and here we go. All we need to do now is remove this little bit of limestone, and there you go. We've reattached the outer whorl of that specimen. There's a little ammonite preserved just next to it as well. It's already shaping up to be quite the impressive piece. Smoothing off some of the matrix, we're getting closer and closer to having the specimen ready for display. There's just a little bit more fine work to do with the air abrasives and grinders, and then we're good to go. Let's take a look at the finished result. Here we have the finished specimen. As you can remember, when it was first opened, the ammonite was broken, the little ammonite wasn't even on show at all. And after some careful preparation, we now have this incredible fossil piece that can be displayed forever. What a cool find!
Here's our nodules right down here, as well as one of our belemnites. We're going to carry our nodules further over the beach and start opening some of them up. We're going to set them down just by the water's edge on a nice large boulder, and then we can safely open them up. Of course, we're going to get our safety glasses on, and I'm hoping we're going to have some excellent fossils to take home. We'll just start off our pile here. Now, we have of course found quite a few fossils here. There's also a number of other people fossil hunting with us, and they've also found a really nice haul of fossils. If we were to spend hours longer here, we'd undoubtedly find some more. But of course, bearing in mind that this fresh cliff fall is quite near to the cliff, you've got to always keep a very safe distance from any sort of dangerous activity. And if any shale begins to fall, you've got to move away immediately. Always make sure that safety is your main concern when you're down at the beach, fossil hunting, or doing any sort of other coastal activity. Shay's got the rest of our fossils now. Let's get started and open them up.
Let's get the tools out the bag and get cracking. Got a couple of new hammers here to try today. They look pretty fancy, but we'll soon see whether they're going to do the job just as well as our other hammers. I've got the other ones just in case as well. We'll use these, but we'll also use the bigger hammer and chisel to split some of the larger nodules as well. But I'm really excited to give these a try.
This is going to be seriously exciting.
I'm really excited to try some of these nodules. Let's get straight into it. Yeah? I mean, there's definitely a really nice ammonite in there, isn't there?
Let's see if we can be the first people in 180 million years to see what this fossil looks like.
I actually think this could be a good one to use the hammer and chisel. Hey, there we go. That sounded like a nice split.
Here we go.
Whoa!
Yay.
That's an amazing one, isn't it? Look at all the gold pyrite on that one.
The pyrite in the shell is absolutely gorgeous.
I'm really pleased with that one.
Why don't we try this pseudo-liosaurus that we found earlier?
So the fossil itself, it doesn't look like it's complete, but it's just going to be interesting to see what else is in the rock. So we've started to reveal a little bit of the ammonite there. You can see there, it looks like it's just been a partial specimen. Like we said earlier, it looks like it had been quite crushed. Not too bad though, still interesting to see. Let's try another one. Oh, and it looks like this one's been empty. Just the way it goes sometimes though. Oh, another empty one.
These are proving a lot more tricky than we initially expected.
Oh, I've got a split. Are we actually going to have something this time? Hey, and there has been one inside. It's revealed some lovely calcification on this one as well. Very nice.
Next up, let's try one of these bigger ammonites that we found. If you remember earlier on, we found a few all within the same lump of shale, and this is the biggest, most promising one of them all.
It looks really nice, doesn't it?
Well, we tried our best with this one, however, it's just not opening up. It's a little bit too thin, the limestone isn't thick enough. This will be one we take home to have prepared in the workshop. Next up, let's try this nodule here. The ammonite is quite rotten, but there's a chance that it'll open nicely. Might as well give it a go.
Oh, there we go. The ammonite started to be revealed there. There we go. Now, I really didn't expect this one to split, but Aaron said to give it a go anyway. And to our surprise, I actually think it's probably split quite well, judging by the crack that's formed. So let's have a look inside. Oh, and it is an absolute beauty. I take it back, Aaron, you were right. It's a really nice one, and it's split open perfectly.
For a nodule that was so rotten, I did not expect an ammonite of this quality to be hiding within.
What an awesome find. While we've been splitting open those nodules, our friend has been having a little look in the fall as well and managed to find these 4 nodules. Some of them actually look really nice, and he's let us split them on camera. So let's see if we can get something out of these. Looks like there's some really nice ones there. Well, we have a split. Oh wow, look at all the calcite on that one. It's ridiculous how much calcite there is in there. Look at that.
So shiny, all that lovely white calcite.
Although the fossil specimen itself isn't perfect, it's worth keeping just because of that beautiful calcification within the ammonite chambers. We have a split, so let's look inside. Oh, look how golden that one is.
That's amazing.
And just lay that with the other ones. Well, that was a very satisfying split, I must say.
And another.
That's a monster, that one, isn't it?
Does look like the biggest one of the day.
I'm so glad Shane let us split these ones on camera because some of them are really nice.
Much better than the ones that we found.
I must admit they are a lot better, it's just the way it goes sometimes. Oh, and part of the fossil has been revealed. Looks like it's going to be another stunning ammonite. I think with this one, it'd be a shame to try it anymore and potentially break it. So I think we should take that one as it is. Looks like it's a pretty nice one, doesn't it, Aaron?
Really does. Last but not least, this is the final nodule that we're going to be opening today.
There we are, we've got a split. It looks like it's split quite well. Hey, oh, it's another perfect one. We really can't complain with some of the splits that we've had today. Lots of the nodules have had nothing inside, but the ones that have had fossils inside have split open really nice.
Here's our final haul of ammonite fossils. Of course, we also had those squid fossils earlier on as well. From this fresh landslide, we've had an awesome day today, and no doubtedly in the coming tides, it will reveal so many more fossils too. I wonder what else is hiding deep within the landslide. That's all our finds from today. Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you in the next one.
We've come out today to search through multiple fresh landslides. I can already see one of them just ahead of us.
Whoa. Let's get searching.
Ahead of us are the 3 landslides we're going to be searching. There's one right here, one there, and there's one just in the distance.
Before we've even got to the landslides, we've just spotted this. It might not look like much, but what we have here is some fossilised wood with some pyritisation running through it as well.
Let's get a close-up of that. You can see there all the grain of the wood and all of the pyritisation that's formed over hundreds of millions of years. If we clean the sand off, this branch could extend quite a bit deeper under the sand. However, we want to get on and look at those landslides.
Let's do it. First, we're going to hunt through this landslide here. We're going to make sure we keep quite a safe distance away, because it looks like the cliffs are still pretty active. See quite a few cracks in the cliff a bit higher up. So we're going to stay a few metres away from the actual landslide itself to see if we can see anything around the outer edge.
Sounds like a plan to me. Safety is, of course, the main priority when you're at the beach doing any sort of activity, whether that be fossil hunting or something else. First things first, can you see anything obvious?
I can see lots of shale. I can potentially see a belemnite over there. And in the distance, there's also a huge limestone nodule. Looks like it's just half of one. But I imagine if we look on the cross section, we'll be able to see if there's anything inside or not.
Let's take a look.
So if we look in here, it looks like the nodule itself is just filled with lots of white calcite crystal. You can see there all the veins of crystals that have formed within the limestone itself.
Such a nice variety of all those different colours of calcite.
It's one of the more common types of calcite that we find in this particular area. But in the limestone itself, it looks like there's nothing other than this calcite. So it's not something that's worth collecting, so we can leave that one there.
Oh, the other part of it's just there, isn't it, where it's broken off?
Oh yeah, looks like it's just naturally broken as it's fallen from the cliff.
This large block of shale is actually covered in many, many compressed shells. Some of them only have the imprint remaining. However, some of them also have a nice layer of pyrite. This one here is particularly nice. Look how golden that specimen is. It's got a few other little shells preserved nearby too. All in all, lots and lots of shells all over this shale. No doubt if we opened this a little bit more, there'd be more and more fossils underneath. Lots of fresh specimens, all just waiting to be gradually eroded away by the sea.
Just ahead of us in the shale, we've spotted a nodule just protruding the edge of the shale here. So I'm going to get my tools out of my rucksack and we'll begin extracting it.
While Shay's getting his tools out, I'm just having a general look around, see if there's any other fossils or potential fossils that we might be able to extract while we're here. I don't think we want to spend too much time here though, because a lot of this rock is just so fresh. That's why we're just staying around the perimeter of the landfall. We're not getting any closer than this.
You ready, Aaron?
Let's dig it out.
Looks like we should be able to split it out rather easily. See, the shale's so fragile. There we are, looks like the nodule is loose.
It's quite flat, quite round.
Let's just take it away from the landslide itself. I'll just get my smaller hammer because I think the larger one will make it quite difficult. There we are. Let's see if we can split it open. With nodules that are this flat, sometimes it's quite difficult to split them around this outer edge. So what you're best off doing is actually splitting a section off the nodule. And then once you've split inside, you can see here all of this iron pyrite, which has been coating the nodule itself. But now that we've got this outer edge split off, should make it a little bit easier. Another section off there. Can't see anything in it just yet. Looks to me like it's going to be completely empty, so we can leave that one just there. Let's see if we can find some more. We've just split this nodule here, but somewhere else, buried in the sand, there's another nodule which we're going to split open. So let's see if you can spot it first. It's quite a sizable lump. Compared to the rest of the stones in the area, this nodule is quite a good one. Okay, so the nodule itself is just here, buried in the sand. Let's see if we can wiggle this out.
Whoa!
There we are. That's a nice size one, isn't it?
That looks really, really promising. Much nicer than the nodule that we just excavated, actually.
Yeah, it's much thicker, isn't it? We can probably set this one right where we found it and split it open.
Yeah.
Should we give it a go?
Let's do it.
Just get my glasses on. I think we'll be able to use the bigger hammer for this one. What I'm going to do first is just tap off some of this excess softer shale from the outside. So we've got our first split into the nodule. You can see lots of calcite veins, similar to the nodule that we found earlier, but on a much smaller scale.
Small little shell fossil just there.
Yeah, it's a little cool bivalve, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's investigate it a little bit further with the smaller tools now. Again, all I can see is calcite so far. There we are, and the nodule itself just filled with even more calcite veins.
Well, it's not what we're looking for, so let's carry on the hunt.
Let's keep searching.
I think next up, we should head to the landslide that's just a little bit further along the beach.
We're on our way to the next landslide now, but just before that, we've got another spot of the fossil for you. So just in this section here, there are actually 4 ammonite fossils to find. Some of them are more eroded than others, but I'm sure at least 1 or 2 of them will be able to salvage something from them and save them from the elements. So we'll start off with the most eroded specimen, which is this one here. You can see it's just the very outer section of an ammonite and then a little bit of the impression. As well as that, we have another one just here. You can see there's some lovely calcification. But it looks like the centre of the ammonite might still be pretty nice inside, still nicely protected by the limestone cap. So we'll keep hold of this one. And then the other 2 are in this section here. Okay, so we'll start off with the larger example, which is this one here. Again, you can see it's been quite badly eroded. It's been in the sea for quite a long time, so we can probably just leave that one. Someone else might enjoy finding it. And then the next example is even smaller, and it's just here. Again, you can see the outer edges are quite badly eroded, but further in the centre, we might be able to get a tiny example of a dactyliosirus ammonite. We'll keep hold of these 2 and move further along the beach.
Whilst we've been heading to the landslide, we've spotted another 2 fossils in the sand. So we'll have to do another spot the fossil on our way over there. If we have a look just here, there are two really nice ammonite fossils in shot. Let's see if you can see them. One of them is just here. A small but pretty sweet example. A little fracture of calcite right there. And the other ammonite is just in this area. This one's a little bit more tricky to spot. But the fossil is right there. And this looks like it should be a perfect example. Brilliant. So we've got even more small ammonites to open up now. Hopefully we can actually get to the foil this time without coming across many more ammonite fossils. Although if we do find more, of course, that's just a bonus. And there is one right down here that's a little bit eroded as well. We'll chip it open and then we can leave it open on a rock for someone else to find. You can see there is actually another cliff fall that has occurred right there. However, it's far too close to the cliff to actually go and search through it. So we're not going to be approaching that particular part of the beach. And again here, even more shale has come down. Just got to be very careful this time of the year when it's really warm, because lots of shale will be constantly crumbling down. You can see 1, 2, 3 areas in just this small section of beach where a lot of shale has fallen, and all the way along there's just more and more, so we've got to be extremely careful.
In the distance, Aaron's already spotted 2 belemnites. One of them is already fully exposed in this piece of shale here, and then there's another one which hasn't been exposed yet, just in this piece of shale.
Let's take a closer look at these two here that have naturally been cracked open by the sea. I'll give you just a moment to see if you at home can spot the fossils. So we're not looking for ammonites this time, but rather quite large squid-like creatures. And I have to say, this one in particular looks really, really cool. So the squid fossils are here and here, and it's actually one fossil that has been cracked open by the sea.
Let's put them side by side. So you can see here, some of the belemnite is on this piece of shale, and then the rest of the belemnite is on the reverse side, as well as the phragmocone, and then another partial belemnite just here as well.
It's been absolutely covered in squid fossils, and to get a squid of this size with this gorgeous golden phragmocone intact is really unusual, isn't it, Shea?
Yeah, it would have been really nice to find it before it was naturally broken.
I don't think we've ever seen a squid of this species with that golden phragmocone attached. So that's a really cool find, but because it's so heavily damaged, we'll have to leave this one, but at least other people can get to see it, and you at home can all enjoy this fossil as well. But like you mentioned, there's another similar example there, isn't there?
Yeah, let's hope it's a little bit more complete. So this one isn't actually very exposed at all. It looks like it continues under the shale this side, but also over here as well. It'll be interesting to see just how long this belemnite fossil is.
Looks really good quality, doesn't it?
It really does. Let's go for this side first. Just gently vibrating up the shale.
Very fragile fossils, these.
So it looks like the belemnite on this side was actually flaring off towards the phragmocone because there's no more fossil beneath the shale. So we don't have to extract this side any further than we already have. Now let's have a look at this side.
Belemnite fossils are very delicate and always contain natural fractures. No matter how well you extract them, they essentially always need to be repaired.
Looks like it tapers off on this side as well, doesn't it, Aaron?
It does.
If we just take away this thin piece of shale here, you can see that a bit of the belemnite's come with it. There's actually nothing else underneath. But just to give you an idea of how thin this belemnite is, it is literally paper thin. So there's no wonder they're so fragile. There's not really much you can do when they're in the shale like this. The majority of the well-preserved fossils that we find are in solid limestone, whereas this is just in the more fragile shale.
This rare gastropod fossil has been freshly eroded out. Using our air pneumatic pens, we can quickly start to remove much of the matrix. For the softer shale, we can use this air abrasive to again remove some of that softer shale and limestone. We can already see much of the fossil coming back to life. That brown shell is rapidly being exposed by this careful preparation technique. In a matter of minutes, we've already made so much progress on this fossil. It's really satisfying seeing all of that shale melt away and uncover the gorgeous specimen that has been hidden underneath for millions of years. Preparing a fossil such as this has got to be one of the quickest examples of fossil preparation. Now that we've exposed much of the surface shell, we've still got a lot of limestone underneath, which is protecting the bottom of this specimen. Using again the air pneumatic pens and grinders, we are able to quickly remove a lot of this rock. Of course, you have to be very careful using this type of tool near to the fossil itself so that you don't accidentally damage it. We're so close now to seeing the finished result. That's all of the rock removed. Next up, we're just going to gently apply a little bit of varnish just to help bring out the colour of that finished specimen. Finally, we help bring out that shine from the varnish that we've just applied. And here's the finished result in all of its glory. If you remember back to what it looked like previously, you can see just how far we've come at exposing this incredible gastropod specimen. 180 million years old, freshly eroded out onto the beach, fully saved and prepared before the elements had chance to destroy it. This fossil will now be preserved for the rest of time.
We're approaching one of the bigger falls now. Looks like there's plenty of fresh material to be searching through, so we're really excited to see if there's anything pretty nice inside.
We've already found a few fossils along the way, but by the looks of it, with this fall being much fresher, the chances of more finds being here is a little bit higher.
In amongst the shingle, we've actually spotted what looks to be a really nice ammonite. If you look just around the edge of the rock, you can see quite an obvious ammonite just starting to show. Looking at the little patterns on the side, these are actually small spines, which indicate that this ammonite is most likely a perinoceros ammonite. It's going to be pretty exciting to see what it looks like on the inside. Might be one that we take home and prepare. With it having all of these really fine spines, if you try and split it with the hammer, the chances are the spines are just going to snap off. This is one that we can definitely take home and prepare with the finer tools. Very nice.
What a great find.
Now let's look through the landslide. Well, there's a nice big nodule down here, Aaron. Do you want to come and have a look?
Absolutely, where is it?
Do you want to see if you can spot it at home first? It's just in this area here. So there's lots and lots of fresh shale, but amongst it, there's a rather nice nodule.
I've just managed to spot it now. Took me a few moments though.
So it's actually this one just here.
That's a big nodule.
It's the perfect size and shape to contain a fossil. It's going to be really exciting to split this one open and reveal what's inside, if anything at all. Could be completely empty. Keep hold of that one. Let's see if there's any more. But this is certainly a really good sign that there's going to be more in this landslide.
Just further ahead, I can actually spot quite a large nodule as well. Have a look and see if you can spot this one.
Well, this one looks like a pretty good one as well, doesn't it, Aaron?
It really does. Looks very similar to the nodule you've just picked up.
It really does.
It's just down there, and if we have a look at it, you can see it's quite a large nodule. It's got lots of calcite, so we know that it's freshly out, probably just in the last potentially few hours. I mean, the fall itself is just so fresh. I'm pretty hopeful about this one.
Yeah, I actually saw another nodule right under your right foot.
Oh yeah. That's got one in for sure. You can see all the ribbing of that ammonite. Brilliant. I can't believe we found this many in such a short space of time.
There's another one just here, Aaron. As well as that, there's a lovely belemnite fossil just starting to become exposed in this shale.
That's still got the tip intact as well. Absolutely pristine.
Keep that just there so we don't lose where it is, and we'll be able to reveal that in a second. We've also just spotted this partial nodule. It looks like it's empty on this occasion, but just next to it there's also this nodule. Oh, look at that. It's a really nice fresh ammonite. It's got no erosion on it at all. It's another one that we'll be able to try and split open in a second.
I'm so impressed with just how many we found. Right, have a look here and see if you at home can spot this fossil. This one's a bit harder than the few nodules we've just done a spot the fossil for, but I can actually see there's definitely a fossil within this rock. I'll give you a few more moments, see if you can spot it at home. While we're stood here, just everywhere we're looking, we can see pieces of broken nodules and things. It's really exciting, wondering what the next find is going to be. This fossil is just here. Again, it's quite a tricky one to spot actually. But we can see here the outer edge of an ammonite.
Oh wow.
Now this one is a little bit more eroded. Water must have been seeping into this fossil even before it was deposited onto the beach. This one might not be as perfectly intact as the other fossils we've just found, but nonetheless, look how many finds we've got already.
It's quite the haul, and there's still lots of the landslide to look through.
I can see a little squid just over here, right there.
Oh, good spot.
There's another little squid next to it too. Looks like another perfect belemnite, just like the one you found a few moments ago.
Oh, there's another nodule just down here, Aaron. It's a bit smaller than the one you just found.
Ah yes, I can see.
It's definitely got a fossil inside as well. Judging by the shape of the keel there, it looks like it's probably going to be a pseudo-Lioceras ammonite, which is quite a smooth ammonite.
Brilliant.
Quite excited to see what it looks like on the inside. Hopefully it's well preserved.
We've got lots and lots of lovely ammonite fossils already. I'm just hoping that we come across a nice big section of vertebrae from a marine reptile or something. It's only a matter of time before we find something as exciting as that on one of our videos again, like we have in some of our other previous episodes. Big lump of limestone here, but looks completely empty. Have you seen anything else yet?
I'm just going to set these nodules down against that boulder there because my hands are getting quite full.
Okay, I'll carry on looking. Oh, spotted a fossil just here. This one's not been completely fossilised, but there might still be some of the fossil deeper within, so we can start filling your hands up again.
Thank you.
There's so many fossils here.
Well, there's a couple more nodules here. There's this one. Oh, but on closer inspection, I think it's the wrong material. But just next to it, there's this one. Let's get a closer look. Oh, there's a beautiful ammonite in there, Aaron.
Whoa! They do not come any fresher than this.
Looks like it's the perfect shape to be able to just split it open on the edge and reveal a perfect specimen deep within the rock.
I wonder if there's any ammonites hiding in here that are much bigger than what we've already found. Potentially some fossils a few feet across or something really, really rare.
So I'm just checking further down the landslide amongst the sand because some nodules might have rolled further down. And it just so happens that there is one in this area. I'm not going to pick it up straight away. I'm going to see if you at home can spot it first. It's not necessarily a guaranteed fossil, but it's a nodule which could contain a fossil, most likely an ammonite. Have you spotted it, Aaron?
I have indeed.
Okay, so it's just here. Oh, and there is an ammonite inside, so we were right. You see the edge of it just protruding the rock. There should be a perfect ammonite hidden inside here, but only time will tell when we split it open on camera.
Let's add it to our ammonite pile.
We'll have another quick look on the perimeter of this landslide, and then we'll split some open, just making sure we haven't missed anything.
Oh, I've spotted one.
Oh wow.
There's actually two fossils here. There is this ammonite compressed in the shale.
How did we miss those?
I think we just walked straight past them because we were too busy looking at another fossil that we'd found. Little shell next to that ammonite as well. But there we go. Another gorgeous looking ammonite fossil. Nice and crisp and fresh.
As well as that, we have actually missed another really nice one. Just ahead of us, there's another beautiful ammonite.
Yeah, see. Let's see if you can spot it at home. Right here. Similar to the nodule we'd just found, got another gorgeous 180 million year old Dactylioceras ammonite. How cool is that?
There's another really nice nodule down here, Aaron. Just buried in the sand. It looks like it could be a nice one. So just here, if you look on the edge,
Whoa!
there's a really nice sized ammonite there. But judging by the shape of it, yep, there's another ammonite here as well. So there's actually two within this one nodule.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, who knows, there could even be a surprise third specimen inside. We really won't know until we investigate it further. Awesome, really pleased with that one. Is this one? Is this a nodule?
Let's have a look. It's quite loose. It is a nodule technically, but it's probably empty. Most likely it's going to contain absolutely nothing. So we'll leave this one.
I'll keep hold of this one though, it's got quite a lot of cracks in it. Be easy to split open. Alright, right next to the belemnite that we found, there's actually another ammonite that we've missed. I will keep hold of this belemnite and we'll take it over to the bag because we will be able to reveal this one. But just under here, it looks like there's another perfect example of a Dactylioceras ammonite.
Let's have a look at that one. Oh, there we go. That's another lovely one.
Let's get over to the bags and split the fossils open.
This small fossil is a piece of crinoid stem. Beneath that thin layer of limestone, there is some beautiful pyritisation of this multi-million year old specimen. We were also lucky enough to find multiple other pieces from this same fossil specimen. We will certainly look forward to preparing those at a later date.
I'm really looking forward to just how many ammonites we're actually going to be able to reveal here. By the looks of it, we're going to get quite a few really exciting specimens to be able to show you right now. I'm particularly excited for these much larger nodules that we found, because we don't know for sure if anything is inside at all. It's also going to be nice opening up some of these larger rocks, some of which Shay found as we were walking over to the fall, and many of which we found on the fall itself. Let's see what treasures we just found.
Yeah, I've got a nice selection of chisels here. Now all we have to do is decide which nodule we want to split open first.
Right, let's start with one of the bigger nodules. I think we go with that one.
Okay. Looks like a really nice one, doesn't it, Aaron?
It does.
I'm not entirely sure whether there's a fossil inside this one or not. So with this one, we can just use the hammer. I'm just going to aim for roughly the centre of the nodule. We've revealed we've got a little crack here.
Whoa!
And we've revealed an ammonite. It's a really promising start, isn't it? Now that we know where the fossil is in the rock, we can be a bit more strategic with where we hit the nodule itself. So we've managed to get a split. But what is the fossil going to be like inside? Oh.
Oh no!
It's completely calcified, this one. Looks pretty nice in the sense that you can see all of the calcification within the chambers. All of that lovely white calcite. But unfortunately, because it's been so heavily calcified, the ammonite itself has been really brittle. So trying to split this one open has resulted in it splitting through the centre of the ammonite, which is just the way it goes sometimes. The first one of many nodules that we have here. So let's keep on cracking.
Still a promising start, because we now know for sure that those big nodules do contain something. So that other big nodule we found, we're a lot more excited for now.
I think we'll try this pseudo-Lioceras ammonite next. So again, when we split this one open, it should be a really smooth ammonite inside. You can see here where during preservation, part of the shell has either crushed or been predated. But let's see what we can reveal. Might be worth using a small chisel with this one.
Do you want me to hold it?
Yes, please. I'm just going to go right for this groove here. There we are, we have a split. It was quite an easy one to split as well, which is a good sign, isn't it, Aaron?
It is. Here we go. Oh, it is what you said, pseudo-Lioceras.
See, the centre's still a little bit covered. You can see it's a really smooth, fine shell with the ribbing that's not very defined. It's a really nice different ammonite to the ones that we usually find.
It's got a beautiful big shell.
Awesome.
One to take home for certain.
On to the next one. Again, this looks like a beautiful specimen. You just hold that again for me, please. There we are, you can see a lovely crack. Hopefully it's split over the centre. Let's have a look. Whoa, look at that. So it hasn't split directly over all of the ammonite, but what we have revealed is absolutely stunning.
Look at that pyrite. It's all lovely and golden.
It is really nice. I don't actually want to take that any further than we already have. It's such a thin layer that's coating the rest of the fossil. I think it'd be a shame to try and reveal this tiny bit and end up breaking it. So I think we'll be best off taking that one just like that.
Next up, I'd like us to open this one, please.
Okay. Oh, we've got a split.
Oh, that looks more like it.
Oh, and it's a lovely, it's a lovely ammonite, but it's a very calcified one.
It's just like the first one we found.
Similar to the first one we split open. Got lots of calcite in there. It's just made the ammonite fossil itself quite fragile, quite unstable. But if you compare this one to the previous one that we split open, you can really see the difference in preservation. They don't all open perfectly. Well, that's part of the fun and part of the look.
I think all in all, we're doing really well so far. We've already opened a few, a couple of which have opened really nicely, and a couple have just not been preserved very well. We're doing the best that we can, and we've still got a few more nodules to go, and some of the most exciting ones yet to come.
I think I'll need your help with this one again, Aaron. Be able to hold this one for me, please. There we are. There's a nice clean split, wasn't it?
Felt that split all the way through. Now I think this is going to be the best ammonite we've opened so far. What do you reckon?
I completely agree with you. Whoa!
Oh, that's what it's all about.
That's a stunner.
As if all these fossils have just been lingering about in that fresh landfall. And thankfully we've found these before the tide has managed to get to them and erode lots of these fresh edges away.
Yeah. Awesome. Another one for the keep pile.
Now, please can we try this that you pulled out of the sand?
Let's give it a go.
Looks a bit like a dinosaur egg.
We'll go for this ammonite first, I think. Got a bit of a split already there, Aaron. Oh, it's a really, really soft nodule. I wouldn't be surprised if it's one that's been exposed to the rain for quite some time and the limestone itself has started to disintegrate. But look at that.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So that's the first ammonite out of the nodule. But as we saw earlier, there were actually 2 fossils in this rock. It's going to be interesting to see if the second ammonite is just as well preserved as this one.
Look at that chocolate brown shell. Let's see what's in the next part of the nodule.
Okay, so a bit of the loose rock has come away. If you look at that, I'm not entirely sure it's another Dactylosaurus. I think it's a different type of ammonite. It'd be really cool if it is. You ready?
Ready and very excited.
We've got a split. Oh wow,
nice.
it's a Hildosaurus ammonite. So we've actually got an association. So you've got a Hildosaurus ammonite and a Dactylosaurus ammonite both together within the same rock, which is really unusual.
It's not something we've seen much of at all in our entire time fossil hunting. It's important to keep these fossils together at home so we know for sure that these 2 fossils were preserved next to each other. It's really cool and unusual when this happens, getting multiple species of ammonites all preserved alongside each other.
Awesome. Really pleased with that. Very unexpected.
Only 2 ammonites though, we thought there might have been more, but 2's enough, especially if they're different species.
Oh, definitely.
Really can't complain with that. That's absolutely brilliant. And we've still got a few fossils to crack open and a belemnite to expose. Still lots more excitement to come. And I think next up, we'll go for this one.
We've got our first split and nothing inside just yet. And this is what I first spotted. So there is actually an ammonite here, but I think it's just a partial. And if we look just along the edge, you can see the outer keel, but the rest of the ammonite, unfortunately, has eroded away. I'll try a little bit further in the rock. One final split. Let's have a look. You can see lots and lots of partial ammonites, but there isn't a single complete specimen there. It's all just little individual pieces. An interesting rock, but...
Some nice green and blue on that shell.
Yeah, nice bit of iridescence, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here's the Perinoceros ammonite that we found earlier, with its spine still intact. So that's another one that we can put straight onto the keep pile,
Absolutely.
because we don't want to risk breaking off these beautiful spines.
That's one that's straight for the workshop.
I want to try this really big nodule next.
We're both particularly excited to open this big nodule. I've been looking forward to this since the moment we picked it up.
Got a little crack. Nothing just yet. And we've got a crack through the centre.
Oh, it's not a good sign.
Oh, empty. Should we try this one?
Try this one. This one's also got a lot of cracks in it, doesn't it?
It's made it really easy to split open though. Is there going to be anything inside?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Nothing in this one either.
Do you reckon this one will split or is it too thin?
I think what I'll do with this one is where there's this extra bit of matrix on the side, if we split this bit off first, could actually create a nice little groove to be able to split it down further. Last little. If you look at it now, I've broken off a little bit of the limestone and you can see the perfect ammonite hidden within. Probably worth taking this one home as is. This one, I actually forgot there was an ammonite in this one. I thought it was just a potential fossil. It actually looks like there might be two ammonites. I think there's this one here and this one just above it.
They both look like the same species, but we might be in for another double ammonite.
Whoa.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so that's all we could see originally. But deeper within the rock, there's a lovely ammonite specimen. Again, it hasn't fully revealed, but what we can see so far is really beautiful.
Nice little suture patterns as well along the inner wall of this ammonite that's already been exposed.
Let's see if I can reveal a little bit of the other one as well. Got a crack. Okay, so we've got this beautiful specimen on one side and then a lovely crack on the other side. What's the fossil going to be like? Oh, look at that. That's pretty unusual, isn't it?
That's really different.
You've got a beautiful ammonite there with some really unusual calcite inside. Awesome. It's always a bonus when you've got a nodule like this with multiple fossils inside.
Just whilst we've been opening those nodules, I've spotted another fossil literally sat right by me. Have a look and see if you can spot it. It's just here. A few layers of calcite, and next to it, another Jurassic ammonite. Please will you open that one next?
Well, that was a nice easy split. Oh. And again, a lovely ammonite. And this one even has some calcite veins running through the fossil itself.
That is another highly unusual ammonite.
Definitely another one that will require a little bit of preparation, but it should look absolutely beautiful once it's been finished off at home.
Another one for the keep pile. Got our keep pile and our bury the shards pile. Couple more nodules to go and then we've opened all of them.
And I think this one's going to be empty on this occasion.
Well, we know for sure which pile that's going on.
Then this last one, on closer inspection, I think, because it's so thin, probably best off just taking this one home as it is as well. So another one for the keep pile. Last but not least, we have this beautiful belemnite fossil to reveal. As you saw earlier with the other belemnites, they are really fragile. So I'm just doing some very, very gentle taps. It's coming away quite nicely.
Again, you can see those natural fractures that are already in place even before we've excavated it.
Just trim away these final bits and then the belemnite's fully revealed. As Aaron pointed out, there are some natural fractures in it. It's not one that we're going to be able to take directly out of the shale, so it's just a little bit too fragile. So if we just keep it in situ, it'll stay nicely intact and in one piece. There we are.
A beautiful example of another Jurassic squid-like creature called a belemnite.
What a lovely example.
Much different to the other species that we found earlier, as you can tell. It's a lot shorter, a lot thicker. I'm very pleased with it. This is the pile that we're going to bury before we leave the beach, just to let all the shards erode away. And this is the pile of fossils that we're taking home, some of which are going to go straight into the workshop to be prepared. And this belemnite we're going to leave here for others to see as they come walking along the beach. That's all our finds from today. We've had an absolutely brilliant time searching through these landslides. We've stayed very safe throughout the whole fossil hunt, and we're looking forward to the next time that we go out on another adventure. Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you in the next one.